Everybody, Mr. Checkpoint here. We are live. This is episode 6, I believe. We are now streaming on a lot of platforms: YouTube, X, Twitch, Instagram, Facebook, Kick, and more. We're also now on Substack. Search Mr. Checkpoint. We're doing the DUI checkpoint and the immigration checkpoints through Substack. So make sure to check out Substack. Search Mr. Checkpoint over there. Give us a follow and subscribe to get the alerts. I appreciate everyone for being here. I'm going to let me see if I could just copy and paste something here. Oh no, that wasn't the right thing. Okay. I'm going to pin something to Instagram comments real quick. Copy, save. We are expecting Wayne, and I'm going to tell you who Wayne is in just a second here. Wayne Freeman. How do I pin this? There we go, pin. Wayne Freeman, he is a community activist, a PhD candidate, and he is facing felony charges. He has been in jail for 68 days. I want to remind everyone, we are innocent until presumed guilty. We are innocent until proven guilty. We are presumed innocent until proven guilty. And to be locked up for 68 days with no bail, I think it's important to discuss why. What did Wayne do? And we're going to watch a video. We're going to watch a couple videos. We're expecting to hear from Wayne. So Wayne is supposed to call us in 5 minutes. So while we wait for Wayne to call us from jail in 5 minutes, I believe he's in a Victorville jail. He's in court in Victorville. If anyone is familiar with the Justice 8 or Eden Alex Enamorado's case, Victorville courthouse is where that is happening. And if you've watched me share about that, I've discussed people who've gotten bail, because of course Eden Alex Enamorado has been denied bail. He's been in for a while. And I looked up and there was, child molesters and people with guns, and I think there were even murder charges. These people get bail. Wayne is being denied bail. Let's first watch the video of Wayne going to the home, someone's home, and then we're going to watch why he went to that home, if that's cool. Let's watch what he did in response, and we'll share why he did this in a second.
Excuse me. Yeah. What's up, man? I'm looking for Starson Finsel.
Can I help you?
Yeah. You're the guy that slammed the girl on the floor, right?
Yeah. Do me a favor.
Yeah. I'm wondering what happened. Like, I was wondering, are you like, are you fired? Are you arrested? Like,
no. Can you get onto the sidewalk and off my property?
Yeah, sure. But I'm wondering, we all want to know, because they arrested 8 activists in part for protesting your violence and the violence of your department. So we want to know what happened to you.
Off the property, bud.
Okay. But I still want to know what happened to you. The people want to know. You body slammed a girl, you put her in a hospital, and you're out, but 8 activists are locked up? That doesn't seem to make sense. Does that seem fair to you? I think you know it's wrong.
Excuse me, please.
Does it seem fair to you? Why are you out? What have they done to you? You're still patrolling this community? You're a former football player? A former martial artist? Or you're a martial artist? And you body slam a 16-year-old girl on the cement? That makes no sense, Starson.
Stay on the sidewalk, please.
I am on the sidewalk.
I know.
Maybe you should stay off the patrol, stay off the streets, because you're a danger to the public or something.
So what we just watched, if you're listening to us later on Spotify or Apple Podcast, Amazon Podcast, and you can't watch, Wayne Freeman went up to the house, and as a gentleman or a guy is taking out the trash, and Wayne is saying to him, "Hey, were you ever held accountable for body slamming that 16-year-old girl named Faith?" And you can tell, in my opinion, I hear passion in Wayne's voice. He almost sounds like kind of nervous, but he's just asking questions. When he's told to get off that driveway, you see he does. And to be honest, when I saw this video, it's like the way he spoke to them is how I would potentially speak to someone in this position, right? I'd be like, dude, why Have you been held accountable? Right? He's not cursing at the guy. He's not yelling at him. He's just like, yo, you body slammed a 16-year-old girl. There are activists who are protesting who are now in jail without bail. Have you been held accountable? They were protesting in part the actions you did. Have you been held accountable? Has anything happened? That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying to the public servant. And let's watch the video of what Starson Finsel did. So I don't think there's sound on this video, but as you see here, and as Wayne said, I guess this guy's a martial artist or unbelievable. This is a 16-year-old. A 16-year-old that is being body slammed by a grown man. And this is why Wayne Freeman knocked on that door. Now let's watch the second video. The third video we'll share here is the second time. It was a year. Oh, this is actually a picture of Faith going into the ambulance. She's been injured because of this. A body slam like that, it's very likely you have lifelong injuries. You know, this is a 16-year-old girl who an officer did this to. There's going to be no justification for that. There's going to be no excuse. So that's what occurred. Starson Finsel body slammed that 16-year-old girl, Faith. Activists were protesting it. Activists were getting arrested. And Wayne Freeman went and said, yo, Starson Finsel, is that you? You know, how have you been held accountable? And then a year goes by. Mind you, Eden Alexander Murado is still in a jail cell, being denied bail. He goes to the house. Let's watch the video of what he does 1 year later.
Here we are headed back to Starson Finsel's house. It's been a full year since we were here, and we still know nothing about what's going on with Finsel. So we're back here exactly a year since last time. Right here at Starson Finsel's house on Welsh Court. I see he's home. He's got his truck in the driveway.
To accept charges and consent to this recorded call, press 1. To refuse charges, press 2. If you would like to thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Mr. Freeman.
Hello.
How you doing?
How are you?
I'm all right. How you holding up?
I'm hanging in there.
If you can let people know where are you?
I am in Central Detention Center, San Bernardino County Jail.
And how long have you been there?
I've been here less than two and a half months. So like 2 months and a week or something like that.
I think we counted 68 days. Does that sound right?
That sounds about right. Yeah, I lost track.
So we just watched a couple videos, and how many days after that second video, the year later, did they show up and surround your car?
The very next day.
The very next day?
Yep, the very next day in my driveway.
And
over here
And then what happens when that happens?
Well, I was out. I was attending anti-genocide Free Palestine protest in Riverside. Shout out to all the folks in Riverside that do the banner drop. And when I got a haircut, I bought myself a big carne asada burrito, put it in my passenger seat, and I should have ate it before I left, but I went home, rolled into my driveway. They were waiting there. They ambushed me. They pulled up on me from behind. They ordered me out. They broke my windows, my back window, my side window. They shot it out with rubber bullets, hit it with some sort of big mallet, shot off my side mirror. And they arrested me, and they took me in, and I've been here ever since.
Wow. Just so people tuning in, we're live with Wayne Freeman. If anyone has questions, they can drop in the comments and we'll make sure to ask him. Did you have any idea what this could have been for, or
I'm sorry, can you just repeat that?
did you have any thoughts of what this could have been for, or why they were,
At the time, no. I had no idea why they had rolled up on me like that. They had canines. They had a bunch of guys out there, a bunch of cars out there. I didn't know what it was for.
you're unarmed, right? There was no weapons in the car. There was no call.
Yeah, absolutely, completely unarmed. I know what it's for now,
So
but at the time I didn't know.
So what are the charges that you're looking at or facing?
So basically, this stems from, if people are aware of some of the police violence that had been occurring in the high desert. There's been a lot of instances of police killings and beatings in the high desert, and one of them was a cop who body slammed a 16-year-old girl on the floor and also attacked a young teenage boy who was at the scene. And protests were organized on the street where the cop lives and in front of the Victorville Police Department. And so I attended those public protests, and the police just arrested all the organizers of the protest, which have come to be known now as the Justice Aid. So a while later, after I attended one of the Justice Aid court hearings, I went to the house again by myself of the cop who had done the violence, and I caught him in his driveway, and I basically interviewed him and put it on my social media Instagram platform, MB Panthers Club. And he really didn't have anything to say except stay on the sidewalk, and that was it. And a whole year went by, and that incident was kind of got out of the news cycle, and people were wondering what had happened. Rumors were that he had, first of all, he was not held accountable for anything, and actually got a promotion to detective, rumor had it. So a whole year later, I went back to the house, I knocked on the door, nobody answered, and I left. The next day is when they rolled up on me. They are charging me with multiple felonies. At first it was terrorism, which got bumped down to harassment, stalking, harassment of an executive officer, distribution of harassing material, and I forget what else. So, yeah, and they've held me here since then.
And have they offered you bail? Have they offered bail, or?
No, my bail was, at first I had a bail at $180,000. Asked to have it reduced, and not only was it not reduced, it was taken away. So as of now, I have no bail.
No bail. And
Yeah.
we've been sharing that, people with guns who do child molestation, people involved with murder, attempted murder. These are people in Victorville specifically that get bail. When is
And
it? Go ahead.
I've never been in jail before. Have no violent history. For anybody that knows me or follows my page, I never ever have advocated anything. My crimes are exposing their crime, their violence. And so my hope is that if me being in here and everything that that's happening to me, if it can open the door to putting them back in the spotlight and putting their crimes back in the spotlight, and if we can get, at this point, any accountability for their violence, then it won't be for nothing.
I want to let you know there's a bunch of people that are you know, are in the justice aid.
Hang up and contact the facility to request your number be made private.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
There's a handful of people that were included in the justice aid that are free, that are in the chat, and definitely sending you love and support.
Yeah, thank you to everybody who has supported me in various ways. I'm very, very appreciative of all the community support that I have received through all this. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
When is your next court date?
On the 7th, so on Friday, I go in and then preparing for trial. And then Monday I'll be back on the 10th. I believe that's when trial will begin.
So you're in the courtroom, right? When they're talking about this, and there's been a preliminary hearing with some evidence and stuff, correct?
Yeah.
Are there some posts that are being included from your Instagram that
Pretty much, yeah.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Well,
pretty much all their so-called evidence against me is, just Instagram posts. I said cops are gang members, or fuck the police, or something like that. And that's pretty much their so-called evidence.
We have those on the screen. We have the post that we believe are being used in your court case that you shared, it appears. And one says stop calling cops pigs. Like you said, the gang member. And as you said, this is free speech. I mean, calling a cop a pig or whatever these things are, there's not, I mean, these are posts that a lot of people have shared. I'm sure you didn't even make these posts, right? Right?
No, I didn't. I just reshared them.
So you reposted a post that was already public and out there.
Correct.
Right, and they're going to try to say that means anything. I think is a total true retaliation, and I believe you're a true political prisoner for your advocacy and raising awareness to what Starson Finsel did.
Yeah, I definitely do describe myself as a political prisoner. I think I'm simply in here for my ideas and for my efforts to confront, expose, or otherwise question this systemic violence that they have perpetrated. But, we know that the high desert is especially egregious not only in their brutality against the people, but in the way that they come down on anybody who tries to expose it or confront it or question it in any way.
Well, yeah, you're absolutely right. There's something, you're a father, right?
Yes.
We have something up on the screen that says, my dad is my rock, someone I can always depend on and lean on for support. My dad is also one of my best friends, someone who makes me laugh no matter what. My dad is my therapist, someone who listens to all my problems no matter how silly they are. My dad is also my teacher, someone who teaches me how to move through life no matter the barriers that are put in front of me. My dad is my inspiration, someone who I aspire to be like in the future. My dad is a lot of things, but one thing that he is not dangerous. Without my rock, my best friend, my therapist, my teacher, and my inspiration, life feels like a blur. Now I can only see the person I rely on through glass. I just want to give my dad a hug. I miss him so much. That's one of your daughters who wrote that?
Yeah, I think that's my oldest daughter. I love you. thank you. I look forward to the day that I can get out of here and give you a hug.
And you have an 11-year-old, right?
Yes,
And what is it, a 6-year-old, I believe?
a 3-year-old.
A 3-year-old? And
Yeah.
and you were getting your PhD here, or PhD candidate?
Yeah, I'm in the final stages of a PhD, which has been sort of on hold for a while. But yeah, I'm a college professor, and I've worked with youth my whole life as a youth after school program worker and a basketball coach, and that's part of the reason too. If I ever did anything like that, body slammed one of my students or one of the youth I work with, I would be held accountable, and any organization I was affiliated with would be held accountable. So I don't see why there's any difference with police who are supposed to serve the public and are supposed to be peace builders.
That's a good question.
I'm sorry, what?
I said that's a good question that we should all be asking, that you're helping raise a lot of awareness towards.
And
What? Go ahead.
Beach Panthers Club. I also ran a book club. I gave out free food distribution weekly, things like that. So, not only is my family suffering these consequences, but my community suffering these consequences. The youth that I coach, the people that I serve. But I'm not the one that did this violence, right? So, like I said, thank you all for the support. If I could say anything, it's don't be silent. Your silence doesn't help me or anybody. And if what I'm going through can just crack the window open a little bit to give it another shot to hold these people accountable and perhaps prevent somebody else from being hurt or killed up in the high desert, then, like I said, it will be worth it.
Can you let people know what you're going through there, what the conditions are where you are, if there's anything you want to share, or let the public know about that?
Here, it's the county jail. Some people come in and out quickly. Some people are here for a long time. I'm in a 40-man cell. At this point, a lot of the people I came in with are gone. So I made friends, met some good people in here that have left. There's a lot of deprivation in here. We don't have any programs. We don't have a library. We rarely get to go outside. No music, like basic things like that. So it can be hard to be so deprived like that. But I'm reading a lot. I'm exercising a lot. I'm busting down like 300 some push-ups a day. I'm writing, things like that I'm trying to keep my mind and my body sharp. Yeah, but it's not easy. And
I know I speak for many. I know I speak for many when to say that you're in our prayers and we're thinking about you and hoping you're strong. I know Fluffy, which was one of the Justice Aid, is saying, free Wayne. Force, I see in the chat saying that, and a ton of people. I mean, you have a whole lot of people who are in your corner, and I know I'm one of those people. You're not in the same jail where Alex is, correct?
No, I don't believe so. I'm not sure where he's at this moment, but no, I don't think so.
Right.
Yeah, I'm here in December.
Okay. Well, we're gonna we can have Val. If anyone has any questions, we can ask Wayne. We're talking to Wayne, who spent 68 days in a jail cell right now for essentially knocking on the door of an officer who body slammed a 16-year-old. There has been, he's being held without bail. I repeat, without bail. They give bail to child molesters. They give bail to, violent people. Wayne had done nothing violent. And I think it's important we see the posts that are being used against him as well, because we're all resharing. A lot of people reshare different things. and to have that used against you in the courts is very alarming. So let me see here. We could bring her on. Is there anything else you want to share in particular to the people, or anything you want to say? I know your court date's Friday. What's the court date after that?
It's a Monday, 10th, when trial starts, and again, the only thing I say is, please, use your voice, put the spotlight back on them where it belongs, back on that police department, back on that officer. I don't want the spotlight. I want them to have the spotlight. Give them the attention that they don't want.
Were you ever aware, or did you ever connect with Faith or her family and know like what injuries she sustained, or anything of that nature? Or no, you just saw it was wrong?
I'm not sure exactly.
Mhm.
I know that she was hospitalized after the incident.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure of the specific injuries. I think she endured a head injury. Yeah, and it's not the first time. It won't be the last, but we want it to be the last. And whatever we tolerate as people is exactly how we're going to be treated. So we need to let them know that that's not acceptable, and that's not how we want people in our Southern California community to be treated.
I hear you, man. Well, we're rooting for you. You got my number now, so if there's any updates, certainly let me know. I'll try to absolutely pull up to court, if not Friday, on Monday, and show some support as well.
Thank you very much, and thank you to everybody that has been supporting me in all the ways. People have donated for lawyer fees. They had a little protest out here in front. I just know that there's a lot of well wishes. I know there's a lot of prayers, a lot of hope, and I know that there's a lot of people in the community in my corner. So thank you so much. Thank you to my family. Thank you to everybody that has been there for me. I'm fine. Like I said, I hope that out of this something positive, we can get some accountability, and we can do something to help prevent this type of violence from continuing in the future.
You had a
You have
beautiful
1 minute left.
optimism and energy. And even like I said, before you joined, when I saw you go to the house, it's like you weren't cursing at him. You're not like, you're just like, dude, like, did you get held accountable? And like I told a friend, I was like, it's as if I was talking to him, like it's just like, really wanting to know. And we're here for you, bro.
The second time I did cuss a little bit, but that's about the most you'll get out of me,
Yeah, you curse to a door.
Collective mobilization, huh?
You curse to a door. You know what I mean? It's not even like
Right.
anyone was there.
Yeah,
Be safe, bro. I know it's gonna cut off.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
thanks a lot. Thanks for calling me, bro. I appreciate it. Thanks to everybody tuning in, and thanks for all the support.
Absolutely.
I'm going to stay strong, so y'all stay strong, too.
All right, man. Praying for you. Peace, bro.
Thanks. Peace.
Thank you for using. The caller has hung up.
Wow. Man, that's tough. Hi, Val.
Hi. Can you hear
You're,
me?
yeah, we can hear you. You're the mother of Wayne and your children, right?
Yes, I'm the mother of his children. We have 3 beautiful children. We have a 14-year-old, an 11-year-old, and a 3-year-old. 2 girls and a boy.
And how has this been on them and you and the family?
It's been really hard. Some days, I take it day to day. And some days are okay. Some days are not that well. And I think Wayne is the same. We talk every day. He calls every day. He calls the kids after school. He calls them at night. Sometimes he can't talk very long, so he just does a quick check-in. That's like the only rule we have with him. Like he has to do a check-in just to make sure he's okay. Um, but my older two, they kind of go back and forth. One day my daughter will be struggling, and then another day is my son. The little one, she just asked for her papa. She just asked papa, papa, and we just say that he's not here right now, but he's gonna come soon, and that's all she doesn't understand very much. Um, but I am very thankful that through this process, I have met wonderful people. The defense committee, the Wayne's Defense Committee, um, they have been such a huge support for me and my family. Um, and so I just wanna, I don't know if any of them are joining in, but I just want to say thank you. Um, from the bottom of my heart, y'all have been so great. They've been there with me at all the hearings. My kids can't come with me, so I'm always there by myself. And so they're there, and it means a lot. It truly means a lot. And I know Wayne sees them, and I know he feels the same way.
I see something, and it's not confirmed, but it actually no. I was gonna read a comment that I'm not gonna read. That's awful, and that's man, that's unimaginable. At this have 3 kids and going through this. I guess, are they like aware of what he did, or do you just kind of say like,
No,
have you
they're.
kind of like?
Oh, no. My kids are very well aware. My older two, obviously. Wayne and I have always been very transparent with everything with our children. Um, they're we don't shelter them in terms of like, we want to make sure that they're aware of how things are in the world, and obviously in our family. So they're especially my oldest. She's very involved in a lot of things, with the movement with her dad, and so they're both very aware of the situation that our family and Wayne is in right now.
What is, so we have the GoFundMe link, by the way. That should be this like barcode this way. You could screenshot, scan it, hold it on your phone. It'll take you to the GoFundMe. The next court date, he said, is this Friday, right? That's March
Yes.
7th.
So the next court is the trial readiness, which is on March 7th, this Friday, at the Victorville courthouse at 8:30 in the morning. I believe is the room, or the court room, or whatever. It's V3. And then the juror's trial is scheduled for March 10th, Monday. Same place, same time.
And the place, just repeat, is
The Victorville courthouse.
Victorville courthouse. And that's the same courthouse that the Justice Aid and a lot of those people were having to go to as well. That's why I was wondering if they were in the same jail or whatnot.
I believe so. So during Wayne's first prelim hearing, I came to find out that the judge that was there the first time was, his name, I believe, is Judge Wilkerson. And I believe he was also the same judge for the Justice Aid. And one thing that really stood out at the beginning of the prelim hearing was that he said that he cannot get the Justice Aid case out of his head. And this was before Wayne's trial even started, the prelim hearing, I mean. And so that stood out for me so much, because that just felt like it was going to set the tone of how he felt. And
like he thought it was so egregious or something, or what do you think is like he thought that was so bad, or did he think that
I'm just not sure. Like the way, to me, it sounded more like what happened with this Justice 8 was like, like it was like what they, I don't know if like,
what they did is
like
just so unbelievable, and it's like the worst thing ever or something, right?
Right.
This kind of energy, right.
And so it just felt it just felt right away that the prelim hearing, that was the one of the few first things he said, and so it just felt, it didn't, I don't know, it just didn't feel right.
People are saying just in the chat, no kids deserve to ever go through this.
They don't.
We're here for you and Wayne through all of this. Someone said, there was another comment I wanted to read to you. So I guess the other question I had is, if someone was able to go to one or the other, would the 10th be better for people to show up, or this Friday?
Yes,
if there was one.
Yeah, I think the 10th would be the best. I'm not sure exactly what to expect on the trial readiness on the 7th. I will be there. But the 10th is probably the most ideal. I know that we are trying to put together a press conference for that day as well. We want to have some coverage there. So we just, anybody that can show up and be there to support Wayne, and what he's been fighting for, he's there because someone caused harm to our community member, one of our community members, and has not been held accountable. And like Wayne stated, and how this individual is now a detective, so there was a promotion. And any other job, any other career, that would never happen, ever.
Right. Let's be clear. Wayne did nothing violent. I mean, right? Are any of the charges, none are really like violent, right? I mean, well, it's just these like fake threats or something like this. But
yeah, so it's like this. There's two charges of felonies, and I can't remember if it's like two misdemeanors. I have to go back.
People just have to digest that a cop was violent to a child, a teenager, a 16-year-old girl, gets promoted. We pay his salary. Wayne knocks on the door and we're paying for now him to be in a jail cell for now 68 days. Bail's been denied. I would encourage everyone this is what you do to do some research, okay? And go to Google, put in quotes, Victorville Courthouse, then put in new quotes, bail, okay? Then put in new quotes, murder, or attempted murder, or pedophilia, or child molestation. And look at all of the people who get bail, who in the courthouse, I said Victorville Courthouse, put that in quotes, put bail in quotes, and put anything else in quotes, and you'll find everyone gets bail that's done really violent, egregious, and heinous things. And if you can show me anything that has Wayne doing anything remotely close to violent, which it doesn't exist, reposting something of a cop being a pig or whatever these things are, is absolutely not a threat to a public official. Is absolutely not some type of, what is it, electronic harassment? Is that one of the things they're saying?
Yes, it is. It is. And again, this is freedom of speech. We are entitled to put on our social media what we want. And this is, this is alarming.
Oh.
Wayne's calling. This is alarming, right? Because it is essentially a case like this is basically allowing for law enforcement to strip away our First Amendment's rights. And this is the scary part. This is the unacceptable part of this case. Wayne has not committed a crime. He has no criminal record. He's been very involved with the community. He's a professor at a community college. And this is not the way someone like that should be treated. Like, no bail. Like you said, murderers get bail. Wayne hasn't done anything. There has been no crime.
There was one case in particular where it was like a guy doing awful stuff to a child, and they found like something like 15 or 10 or 20 guns. Some of them were like deserialized. I'm going to have to go back and look, because the stuff I ended up finding from this same courthouse that was giving bail to people was absolutely astonishing when you were comparing to people in the Justice 8 or Alex or I remember in particular, like, Fluffy. She stood in front of a car. I mean, that's literally what she had done. And here she's also included no bail and all this nonsense of conspiracy and BS. So it's really, it's been hard to see. I'm so sorry. It's scary as an activist, as an advocate. It's really scary to see how freedom of speech is being used against us. And we're here for you. Like,
And it's
go ahead.
not just and it's not just post. I think that's something that I wanted to also highlight is comments that anybody makes. So that's an important thing that we should all be aware of, right? So if you make a comment on a post, it could potentially be either used against the person that posted.
Yeah.
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay.
You were saying that
Sorry. Okay.
it doesn't have to be your comment. If someone comments, I think, on your post, right?
Yeah. So if
they're going to
somebody
use the
comments,
comment
right,
someone else made.
So exactly. So essentially, what was at one point brought up in court is that if you posted something and someone makes a threatening comment, you are supposed to either, like, you're supposed to tell them, like, please delete that, or like, nobody does that because anybody can just post whatever, comment whatever they want. But that's kind of the argument. That's kind of the idea that you're supposed to say something. For all Wayne didn't even see it, for all Wayne just kind of, just
I mean,
posted.
God forbid someone holds me accountable for comments made on my post. I mean, for the record, I don't see all comments. I don't see all messages. I don't see all any. It's unrealistic to use that against someone. I mean, that's unbelievable. When the bail was originally 180,000, I mean, that just seems unbelievable.
Yeah.
Was that something you guys were trying to get together before they took it away, or?
I mean, I right now I'm just, it's just me and my kids. I'm their primary. I'm the primary income. So it was. I mean, I couldn't. So even if I, tried, I was just not even anywhere close. So and Wayne just said, like, let's wait and see if the bail gets reduced, and instead it was completely denied.
Oh my God. I was letting people know there's a GoFundMe here that helps support them in this incredibly troubling time. There is the 7th to show up. There is then the 10th. That's Victorville Courthouse. The Instagram account is what? Defend Wayne? Is that what it is?
Yes, Defend Wayne. Yeah. And if
at Defend Wayne. They are posting a lot of stuff. So you can definitely get updates at Defend Wayne. I will... have you guys had any or been getting like letters of recommendation or letters of like character support or things like that?
Yes, we did. Yes, at the beginning, we did. I sent a lot of. I reached out to a lot of Wayne's colleagues, and we got together. We got together a good amount of character letters on his behalf. I don't know what I mean. I know that Arsani, his lawyer, handed them to the judge. But
who is his lawyer?
Mr. Arsani Said.
Okay, awesome, cool.
Mm-hmm.
He was representing one of the Justice 8, right?
I believe so. Yes.
I think Force, if I'm not mistaken. Well, is there anything else you want to say, mention, share? There's a lot of people commenting, free Wayne, free Wayne. I mean, there is just a ton of support, and man, I can't imagine what you're going through, but to know maybe that people do care and know who the kind of person he really is, you know, is maybe
Yeah,
helpful.
I think I just something I just want to add is, Wayne is a very compassionate person. Um, he's always been willing to be that voice for those that can't speak. He's he's a person that loves the outdoors. So right now that he doesn't really get the chance to go outside, it's been really hard for him. He has so much respect and values even the smallest living thing. And so um, he's, like he said in his in the call, he was doing food distributions. He sorry he was creating basketball clinics, free basketball clinics. Can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you. Free basketball clinics.
Yes, he was putting together free basketball clinics, and he had a book club. So he was putting things out there for free, to just, put in that community engagement. He's always been very big on community engagement, and always putting it like as free, right? Because there's a lot of city things that a lot of people can't even afford, and so he started putting together these basketball clinics for free every Saturday. And he would go to a neighborhood park where kids could just walk there, right? Because sometimes transportation is a barrier, they can't even make it to like a practice. So he's somebody that has thought about all these things, reducing barriers, and basketball, because he's a huge basketball fan. He's been playing basketball since he was in middle school, and he loves Lakers, his favorite team. And so, it's just so wrong the way this system is currently treating him as if he's a criminal. He's not a criminal. He has not committed any crimes. Knocking on someone's door is not a crime.
You're absolutely right. Do you have are you a musician or an artist, or?
I am. I'm a local musician. I do mariachi music.
And did you make a song, or is there something that?
I did. My beautiful friends, my band members, they, helping me show support for all political prisoners. But this hits home because this is Wayne, the father of my children. And so we put together a little piece of a very traditional song that was the lyrics was changed to fit the during the Chicano movement. And so and this song was used a lot to kind of just show pride as Chicanos, Chicanas, Chicanx people. And so I wanted to showcase that little piece of that song, and just being able to say that we need to free all political prisoners. Being able to speak is not a crime. It's absolutely not a crime.
Is it possible you share that song, or or?
I think it's on your page, on your Instagram.
I shared it.
I don't. We collaborated.
Okay. Oh, it's behind one of the Defend Wayne posts. Is that what it is?
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll check it out. Go ahead.
Yeah, I can send it to. I can look for it right now in a bit.
All right. Well, Val, it's really nice to speak with you. I'm really sorry what you and your family are going through, and if there's anything we can do, we will. Keep us posted.
Thank you. I just, MrCheckpoint, just once again, thank you so much for giving us the space to be able to share Wayne's story, for giving Wayne the opportunity to people can hear a little bit more about what he's going through currently. And I just overall just want to share that, if y'all can help us, even the smallest, just either sharing, liking, that means the world to us. That's the support. You can donate. Yeah.
Was that it?
Yeah.
dicen que hay revolución, defiendo a mi raza con mucho valor. Tengo todita mi gente para la revolución. Voy a luchar por las pobres para que se acabe el dolor. Yo soy chicana, tengo color. Una chicano, hermano con honor. No me dicen que hay revolución, defiendo a mi raza con mucho valor.
And this song is
Wow.
powerful because it really just speaks on, you know, I'm here to be in the struggle with my people. And I think that is something that, you know, really highlights Wayne, right? Like, he's here for the struggle of the people. And you know, we deserve to be and we deserve to live in a world where when we're not feeling that people can come and do things like that and not be held accountable.
I agree. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for connecting us to Wayne. And yeah, people love that song. People are like, my favorite song. We love you.
Thank you.
Awesome. So we'll make sure to keep this live. It'll be on, just for those asking, like if it's going to stay up, it'll be on YouTube. So that's a good place to rewatch it. We'll put it on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and all that stuff. And like Friday, typically Friday they go live. But the fastest way to rewatch it would be YouTube or X, actually, or X. But maybe YouTube's better than supporting that other guy. So, is that all? Thank you so much, and we'll stay in touch. I'll see you probably Monday, but I'll keep you posted. And anything in between, just reach out and let me know.
Thank you so much,
All
Mr.
right.
Thank you so much, Mr. Checkpoint. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it all.
Absolutely. My pleasure. Honored and humbled. When I first saw that video of Wayne, I shared it like right away. I was like, wow, how brave to go to confront this guy. I didn't think there was anything, truly, I didn't think there was anything. These charges are absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So I thank you all for being here. As I mentioned when we started, we are on Substack. We're going to be transferring from Patreon to Substack. So if you like the DUI checkpoint alerts, the license checkpoints, the immigration checkpoint alerts, you want to know when we confirm where Immigration Patrol is and we send out the alert, go to Substack. That is where we're going to have all the information. Become a subscriber. We're going to do DUI checkpoint alerts in there, live DUI checkpoint alerts where I'll be sharing them. We're going to do live Q&As. We got an interview. I think we're interviewing Jolly on Substack tomorrow, and we got some more stuff. I appreciate you all. Make sure you're following on a platform that you haven't already followed on. We're on Kick, Twitch, X, YouTube, here on Instagram. So if you're not following on one of those, please follow. Please share this post. Free Wayne Freeman. Free Wayne Freeman. 68 days for knocking on a door. No bail. That's absolutely outrageous. I appreciate you all. Be safe and always for the people.